Welcome to this quick start guide to editing in Adobe Premiere for the students of FIU School of Communication and Journalism. Now, for this first tutorial, we're going to put Premiere on temporary hold and focus on getting your video off of your camera and onto your external hard drive. The camera we're using for this demonstration is the Canon Vixia HF M40 camcorder. Just about every camcorder we have here at the School of Communication and Journalism records AVC HD video, so this tutorial is specific to that format. The AVC HD format is important because the import process is a little different from other formats you may already be familiar with, like MOV and MP4. While this particular camera has two SD card slots, we actually have it set up to record to the camera's internal memory. Before you copy the video from the camcorder to your hard drive, you want to make sure your camera battery has enough power to do it. In most cases, it probably does. But if your battery is low, you need to consider your power options. If you have at least 30 minutes remaining on your battery, you're probably good to transfer your video. If you have any doubt, plug your camera in. In case you don't know how that works, here's what you do. You should have an AC adapter in your camcorder bag. Some cameras only come with a battery charger. If that's you, then you need to charge the battery first. After the battery has a full charge, you can put the battery back on the camera and copy your files. If you have the AC adapter, plug one end into the DC in port on the back of the camcorder. The other end of that cable goes into the box. And the power is plugged into the outlet. If you haven't already done it, you can turn on your camcorder now. The battery icon and time remaining will disappear to let you know you are no longer running on battery power. Next, take the USB cable out of your camcorder bag. Plug the small end into the camcorder and plug the large end into the computer. Switch your camera to playback mode by pressing the playback button. When you plug into the computer, your camera's display changes to this. You'll select the built-in memory option at the bottom, and your screen changes to this. And this Canon icon pops up on your desktop. Back to the camera display, this is just telling you not to disconnect the power source, so don't unplug the camera or take off the battery. It also tells you not to disconnect the USB cable unless you use the computer to end the connection first. Just like any hard drive plugged into a USB port, that's how you eject it. But we'll get to that eject part later. Right now you want to copy your camcorder files to your external hard drive. On your desktop, double-click the Canon icon to open it. Inside the internal memory of the camcorder, you'll find these folders. You only need to concern yourself with the AVC HD file. That's where your video is. Let's copy it to your drive. Right-click it and select Copy AVC HD. If you haven't already plugged in your external hard drive, you can do it now. Now you'll paste the entire AVC HD file to your drive. You should create a folder to copy the AVC HD file into. Let's do one more thing before we move on. Add the date of your recording to the AVC HD file name. Do it in the month, day, year format. That'll help us stay organized, as well as keeping you from accidentally overwriting your AVC HD file in case you copy and paste another AVC HD file into this folder. You may notice that the AVC HD icon changed from a file to a folder. Don't worry about that, that's normal. While we did rename the AVC HD file, it's the only thing we will rename within that file. The AVC HD file actually contains several subfolders, some of which include metadata and others which include your actual video files. After you copy your AVC HD file to your hard drive and add the date, just leave it alone. Don't change any other names of any of the other files or folders inside of it. Don't delete any files, don't add any files to it, and don't move any of the files around. Once the copying process is done, you can eject your camcorder like so. Right-click and eject. Then turn your camcorder off to save power. If you want to start editing, leave your external hard drive connected. And now you're ready to start editing.